These basics are the absolute foundations of my wardrobe. They're what build most of my outfits, and these pieces will probably get worn on a weekly, if not daily basis. So it's probably where I'm going to start with most of my outfits. So it's going to be pieces that I grab and then I try and style around it. So knowing what my foundational pieces are ahead of putting together my capsule wardrobe is going to make it so much easier. And then once I know what those pieces are within my wardrobe, when I finally have compiled my full autumn winter capsule wardrobe, it means I know where to start building outfits from. I'm going to start building my outfits with my foundational pieces. Autumn is one of my favorite times of year to dress for. I feel like the weather just allows me to layer up more, which I think brings out maybe a bit more of my personal style. I like to be able to wear oversized things, cozy knitwear, knitted dresses, just anything oversized and cozy is my cup of tea. So autumn is my favorite time of year to pull together my capsule wardrobe. You might be able to tell from the background that my wardrobe is looking a bit sparse at the minute, and that's because I haven't fully gone through the process of putting my whole kind of autumn capsule wardrobe together just yet. I've also decided this year that I want to put my autumn and winter wardrobe together at the same time and just do kind of like a 6-month capsule so that I can have it all in my wardrobe. So as we go in between seasons, I still have plenty to wear, because weather can be super changeable in London from like September, October until probably February, March, even April sometimes. With that being said, today I've pulled out some of my absolute essentials for my wardrobe. These may make sense for you to be the absolute essentials in your wardrobe as well, but they might not, and that's fine. I just wanted to share some of my foundational pieces and share how I would style them. Hope that kind of inspires you to start thinking about your own autumn or winter wardrobes and those foundational pieces that really build that for you. So first up is a great wool roll neck. And I say wool because it's obviously going to be extra cozy. These are a really fine knit and I absolutely love them. They're new into my wardrobe. These little basics are from Simple Retro. They're 100% wool. They are super soft, not in the slightest itchy, which I was a little bit concerned about by choosing 100% wool, but they're maybe like a merino or something. They're super soft. And so I picked them in a couple of different colours. I have this kind of creamy ivory shade, which I think will just work really well to brighten up my autumn and winter wardrobes when I need a little bit of brightness. I also have this black one on underneath this cardigan. And I think this would be a great piece for layering under V-neck cardigans, V-neck dresses, anything that maybe I want to cover up my neck or my arms and kind of add that extra layer. And then if you haven't seen me with this green jumper all over Instagram at this stage, where have you been? I'm obsessed with this colour. It's like a lovely kind of mossy green. Really love this colour. This is kind of how I'm injecting a little bit of colour into my autumn and winter wardrobe. And I've mentioned it before about choosing something kind of statement like this, like a nice zesty green, but choosing it in a piece that I'm super comfortable wearing, that I really know how to style. So it's the most basic piece because it's just a long sleeve roll neck, but it's in this amazing colourway. So I think that makes it's kind of a statement and a foundational piece at the same time. So it ticks a lot of boxes. I will link these below because I have a discount code share for Simple Retro. I think they're my favourite roll necks I've tried so far, and I always have a roll neck in my autumn and winter wardrobes, but these are just so soft. I've worn all of them already, probably the black the most, but I have worn the green in a full head to toe green outfit and I got a lot of looks. I'm hoping they're positive. I also really enjoy a slightly looser fit roll neck. So this one is probably more like a jumper. It has kind of a thicker hem on it, so it'd probably be worn with maybe a slimmer bottom, where I would wear these roll necks with maybe a wide leg trouser or maybe a wider fitting A-line skirt or something like that. This I would wear with a slightly slimmer bottom, so maybe a straight leg jean, straight leg trouser, something like that. And I like having an oversized top as well. Like I said, I like big, cozy tops whenever I can. So this is just a really nice piece to style. And I think just the looser fit is quite nice too. I don't always want to be wearing something super stuffy. Speaking of wide leg trousers, you will know a lot of these pairs. You'll have seen them before in many of my wardrobes, capsule wardrobes before. I have this really nice chocolatey brown pair. I just think for my preferred outfit shape, or like my preferred silhouette, I love a fitted top and a pair of wide leg bottoms because they skim my stomach and my hips. They give me a little bit more shape, and I really like that about a wide leg fit. So I have them in multiple colours. I also have a grey, which is really nice. These aren't pleated, but they still have kind of like a wider silhouette. And then that all green outfit I was talking about, these kind of olivey, almost like an olive goldy olive. Like, I don't know how to describe the color. It looks different in different kinds of light. It may look green here, and then when I pop this green jumper next to it, all of a sudden they look a lot more mustard. But together, this combo is just my favorite. This is the outfit I wore the other day, and I absolutely adored it. I think head to toe color is a big trend for this season, so this is ticking that box really nicely. And it's just a fun way to wear color, but it feels minimal because it's all head to toe tonal color. I'm not trying to mix green with other colors and things like that, so it feels like a very minimal way to wear color, a very easy way to wear color. Of course, I need some jeans in my wardrobe as well. These are a really cool wide leg pair, which again is ticking another autumn trend box, autumn winter trend. These are from Simple Retro. They're this amazing wide leg. They're almost like they're super wide. They're a really nice fit. I love the pocket detail. It's like a very interesting kind of shape. It's almost more like a trouser pocket than a typical jeans pocket. They're very relaxed. A great fit on me. I went for my usual size, and they're a little bit looser around my waist, which I kind of like. Means they're very comfortable. Means if I'm bloated, they still really fit me. But if you wanted a tighter fit, then it might be worth checking the size guide online and kind of having a look and seeing if your usual size is the best, or maybe you need to size down. But I really love these. I've worn these a good bit with these roll necks as well, and it's just that perfect slim fitting top, wide leg bottom. Jeans is sometimes nice to wear as well. They're a little bit heavier than some of my wide leg trousers, so it is keeping me a little bit warmer. But jeans are always going to be a staple in pretty much every wardrobe that I put together, as I'm sure a lot of you as well will love your denims. But it depends. Do you love straight leg? Do you love slim leg? A wide leg? A barrel leg? A flare, like kick flare, or like even a skinny jean for kind of autumn winter. I think skinny is nice when you want to balance it out with big chunky jumpers, things like that. The next essential is knitwear, specifically chunky knitwear. At the minute, I'm loving a cardigan, but I know when the weather gets a bit colder, I'm going to want less of a bare neck. But again, I could layer maybe my little cream roll neck underneath it or something, like I'm doing today. I have this V-neck cardigan on. It is quite a thin knit cardigan, so I've layered a black roll neck underneath it. But I really like this chunky knitted cardigan at the minute. I just love a chunky cozy jumper. And then another cardigan that I'm still loving from my last autumn winter wardrobe is this brown one. It's just so cozy. It's looking a bit bobbly at the minute, but I just need to go over it with my little fabric shaver and it will bring it back to life. I had put it away in storage for a couple of months just so I wasn't getting sick of it. But I just love it, and I love this brown colour. And again, this is like a head to toe outfit, head to toe brown that I love to do. It's just very tonal, but again, very easy, simple way to wear that head to toe of one colour. Obviously you can do that with black, with white, with grey, whatever colour is more your cup of tea. But I just think when it's a colour like green, it's a little bit unexpected and it is just a little bit more fun. And then just really simple chunky jumpers. This one is a little bit cropped as well, so it's either you could do a little front tuck or just leave it as it is. Not super cropped, but like a little bit. Yeah, super cozy. These are just my absolute essentials. I love my knitwear, and that is why I love autumn and winter so much. The next thing, so we've done bottoms in terms of jeans and trousers. The next bottom category is skirts, and this is something a little bit new for me, but it is one of the foundational pieces that I will be adding to my autumn and winter wardrobe, and it's a little denim mini skirt. I've said this in like previous videos that I'm trying to add a bit more of a kind of feminine touch to my outfits, and so I really want to wear more mini skirts. And I think this with a pair of like sheer tights, some long boots, a nice roll neck or a chunky jumper over the top, it will just look really cute. And I love this really dark indigo denim as well. I think this colour denim in particular is having a bit of a moment at the minute, so really excited to try this. This fits very snug. I went for my usual size in this as well. This skirt is also from Simple Retro. Just a very classic, simple, clean cut denim skirt. Really nice A-line fit, very comfortable. Once I get it on over my hips, it fits very well, but it is a little bit of a wiggle and a struggle to get it over my hips, but it's nice. I haven't worn it yet, but I'm very excited to wear it, and I have styled it up in a few outfits so I can show you. So I have tried it on and I have an idea of how I'd style it. I just haven't worn it out in the real world yet. But when I'm not wearing mini skirts, midi skirts are a little bit more of my kind of comfort zone. And this is one I had added last season, last year even, last autumn and winter. This kind of pleated A-line black midi skirt, really easy to style for me. I would wear it with either a roll neck like this, just very slick and something tucked into it, or I might wear it with a chunky jumper over the top, chunky cardigan, and some boots. So all these pieces mix and match really well together to almost create one smaller capsule. So like if I had to move abroad for the whole autumn winter, maybe I could just pack down all of these bits and they would just mix and match really nicely. What I love about an A-line shape as well is it does the same as a wide leg pleated trouser does for me. It highlights my waist, skims my stomach, adds a bit more shape to my hips and balances out my proportions a little bit more. It kind of just adds a little bit more of an hourglass figure. And then last but not least, I have one of these skirts, at least one of these skirts in my autumn and winter wardrobe every year, and in my summer wardrobe too. It's just a really simple slip skirt. This one is extra long, so I'm very excited to wear this one. This is more of like an ankle grazer mid-axi length in this beautiful ivory champagne shade. This is also new into my wardrobe, and I'm going to do a styling midi skirts for autumn and winter video really soon. I'll have that up hopefully in the next week or two. So you will see this in action a little bit more then and how I plan to style it. But I would probably put it with like this black roll neck, or maybe even the ivory roll neck. So when I tuck this in, you wouldn't see the top through it as much. But my little hack, which I made a video about this a couple of years ago, and it's like my second most popular video ever. I'll pop it up here if you haven't seen it. But it's basically how I would tuck a black top into something a lighter bottom that would tend to be see-through. I basically just will wear a pair of Spanx or something like Spanx, some sort of shapewear that's matching my skin tone, and I will tuck my top into those and then put my bottoms on, and it just takes away a lot of the colour that the top would cause. Like, you know, when you have a black top tucked in and you literally see a whole rim around your waist or your hips. So that's my little trick for being able to style this with a black top. Otherwise I just would not be able to tuck my top in. It might be a little bit cold in the winter. I think this would look equally as amazing with this chocolate brown cardigan, maybe like a nice chunky boot, or even a slim kind of heeled boot, something very slick, a little kitten heel for a dressier occasion. Really like it. And then of course I could style it with some green as well if I just wanted to really switch things up a bit and make it a little bit more special. I love a winter white, and I think this kind of combination would be amazing as well. Next category is midi dresses. I don't have tons, I just have a couple. So this beautiful rusty brown ruched dress that I got secondhand on Vinted probably like a year and a half ago now. But that is the kind of thing that I would just style up with a pair of long boots, trench coat over the top, really simple, like go-to outfit when you just don't know what to wear. And the other midi dress in my life at the moment is this one from Dish. Don't mind the little circular. I had to do a bit of a job on the back of it. It's too long for me at the back and I wanted to wear it, so I've kind of just like ruched it a little bit. Yeah, it's the Ada dress, I think. The Ada one has the round neck, the Rain one has the V-neck. So this is a round neck version. Super long, super heavy, but I have worn it with some really nice chunky boots and a trench coat and felt just so me. Just feel like a knitted jumper dress, a trench coat and some chunky boots. It just feels like the epitome of my style for this time of year. And so that goes without saying that I would obviously include a trench coat, or actually two trench coats. One is lined, one is not lined. Bit of a difference of shades as well. So this is my old reliable. It's probably the second trench coat I've ever had. My first one is no longer in my wardrobe. This kind of took over. But this is my unlined one. So it's great at the moment when the weather is still a little bit mild, but I just need kind of like protection from the rain and wind. And then this one is the newest version, the newest piece into my wardrobe, and it's lined. So this is a lot warmer. And I think the creamier, lighter tone as well is just that bit dressier, and I don't know, I adore wearing this over pretty much every single outfit. And the best thing about those coats is they do kind of go with everything. So if you're very stuck on what kind of autumn winter coat you should have, I would recommend a trench coat for autumn, especially that transitional period when you don't want anything too heavy. But I will be adding some wool coats into my winter wardrobe because at the end of the day it gets really cold here, and I'm gonna need pretty much like the same kind of coat, but just in a wool. In terms of my kind of foundational footwear, black boots are always going to be probably the main one for me. These are a really great pair. They're almost flat. They just work really well. And then these are super long, so they go really well with midi skirts, midi dresses, and completely cover up my legs, so I can either wear a pair of leggings under a skirt and no one would know. And then these are pretty much flat as well, even though they're quite a chunky sole and they add a couple of inches of height. But they're more platform than heel. I'm still also living in my Converse a little bit at the moment. For a dressy option, this boot is just the nicest boot I've ever had. I don't wear them all that much because of the heel. It's obviously a slim heel, which I'm not quite used to anymore. But when I need to be dressy or I want to be dressy, these have been pretty comfortable, I must say. I'm very set in my ways when it comes to footwear. And most days I'm just going to want something flat and comfortable that I can run around in with a very fast walker. So I don't like to get slowed down, but I've worn these for a whole weekend. When I flew home to Ireland and back, I brought no other shoes with me, and they are perfectly fine. So maybe I just need to actually wear them. Other than that as well, at the minute in autumn, I am still enjoying some flats, but it's going to be out of flat season very soon when my ankles start to get cold. So I'm kind of enjoying them while I can, but realizing that they're not going to be in my winter wardrobe. I do still need to go through some storage bags of other winter clothes that I've set aside, mainly my wool coats. I probably have some more knitwear to pull out, I think. And things like that. So I'm definitely going to have a follow-up video to this to show you exactly what I've put into my entire autumn and winter wardrobe. But I hope this little snippet has been helpful just to get you kind of started on thinking what you might want to include in your wardrobe, or just to see like how I kind of mix and match things together and how you might have things that maybe you never considered putting together before. Maybe this will be helpful. I'll pop my discount code for Simple Retro on the screen again in case there is anything from this video you wanted to check out. My no-buy year has come to an end, so I am back shopping a little bit. However, I understand that you may still be on a no-buy, and if you aren't shopping at the moment, please do not feel the pressure to shop just because I'm mentioning a few new bits. FOMO is real when it comes to shopping, but there will always be more things to buy in the future. So if you're taking a month off, 3 months off, 6 months off, whatever it is, when you start shopping again, there will be things then to buy. Don't feel like you're missing out now because you probably aren't. And if you need any more inspiration, motivation, tips to get you through your no-buy period, I will leave my no-buy playlist on the screen for you to check out. And if you need any more capsule wardrobe inspiration for autumn and winter, I'll put together an autumn winter playlist here and you can have a nice little binge with a cup of tea. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope to see you all really soon in my next one. Bye.